The benefits of graduated class that he was selling was such a wonderful individual that he used to spruce up delightfully and apply fragrance. At the point when he used to return home to his family, the number of us we believed that our ladies should look decent, yet you seem to be a vagrant, a low cabinet. So the benefits I'll sell them used to spruce up for who? For his loved ones. The number of you and I challenge you. It's a Friday. We discussing the best spouse, the most honored of all creation, the most noteworthy in position of divider. I let you know a certain something, we want to follow him. We should not simply offer empty talk to it. It's not just about empty talk. My cherished family, spruce up. You return home, invest heavily in your hair, invest wholeheartedly in your attire. What you resemble you, what you smell like, you return home. They ought to take a gander at you and feel pulled in. Come on the benefits or sell them got physically involved with his mates. Also, he's satisfied that right of his life partners. What number of us a month passes? We haven't gotten physically involved with our better half. She's bustling, pausing. She's sprucing up. She's attempting to disturb you. You're drained for what there's in Ibadah to occur around evening time. A few of us may be powerless for the Hadoop, yet you can't come and whine that you can't get physically involved with your own mate. You get to comparably ward when Lee, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. I've spoken about it a few times, since men are at real fault for believing that ladies don't have sexual necessities. This was the prophetess Alam. He tells the buddies. Recall when you're private with your better half and you satisfy her necessities and you set this battle her. It is a demonstration of noble cause. So when you return home and you get physically involved with your life partner, recollect in any event, during the monthly cycle, the benefits are only here and they're used to do everything except for intercourse with his own mate. So Hannah regulation, he and we can't dive into additional subtleties. In any case, the benefits component has cleared up this for a specific degree. We stop at that degree. He says everything but the actual demonstration, since you and I realize that is disallowed during the period. However, you can in any case do a ton to Hannah regulation. You can in any case do a great deal many individuals. So you're on your cycle. Okay. See you following 7 days, what's happening? I'm being straightforward. That is a lady. That is not her shortcoming. It's from a misfortune from Hannah Horta. Allah approached them with deference. That is a spouse. That is everything the teacher said to us. He taught us. He expressed it with his own mouth, his rankled lips, the benefits, or the affection. I realized he was Alam. He was extremely kind. We should go to a place of sentiment. The prophets are only sometimes used to kiss his spouses from Hannah LA. He used to kiss them and the kisses are portrayed. I lack the capacity to deal with it since it's. Yet, on the off chance that I could depict the kiss, I would rather not realize what could befall our Jamara. May I lost some Hannah who met Allah award us ease. Furthermore, the prophets are only sometimes used to eat and drink or drink from the very spot that his significant other drank from some Hannah regulation. This is referenced by his own spouses to say he was so heartfelt. He used to make us become flushed. Have you made your significant other blush? You say, no doubt, she gets it that frequently. She gets red with outrage, not becoming flushed, man. I love excuse us. It's a reality. So this was the prophets alone. He was selling them. You know, he used to incline toward his life partner inclining. Some of the time he would incline, he would put his leg on her thigh, and so forth. Furthermore, you realize what it's depicted in the Heidi? Did you had any idea that? Did you had any idea that? So we will do it without holding back with somebody had, yet high? No, is that is my significant other. It would be ideal for she to be aware. I love her. He would proclaim his affection for his life partner. He said a ton has favored me with the affection for Hadija. He says that. I love her. What number of you tell your spouses? I love you, express it within the sight of your kids. Don't sweat it. They will figure out how to treat their wives and their mates. At the point when they become older, we've stowed away the beneficial thing once in a while. Recollect that? It's an Islamic thought. All things considered, fortunate family initially is an Islamic thought. Clearly this is after LAR and that is revered. Presently we discussing revering a regulation following the sooner of the interaction alone. However, with regards to connections, your family is certainly first. Assuming your family comes after your companions, you have lost. You are a long way from being a genuine Muslim, far, your family first, and afterward your companions. Presently what happens is around evening time. The prophets instructed us that in the event that you have nothing helpful to do after Latin Aisha, hit the hay. Why spouse is sitting tight for you? The issue with us will head to sleep, yet be on WhatsApp until 2 a.m., isn't that so? So Hannah regulation, the spouse thrashes around along these lines. Furthermore, that way I trust it's not the reverse way around mashallah, however turning. Furthermore, you're not receiving the message from Hannah Rich. She's attempting to contact you. Also, you say, stand by, however where could the Islam in you be? Your Islam ought to make you think, for what reason am I educated to come to bed here for what? I should hit the hay. Since I have a life partner. For what reason did you get hitched? To enjoy the evenings with your significant other, for what? Sit with her. Converse with her, play with her, get physically involved with her, satisfy her heights, fulfill her, head to sleep, get up and don't be embarrassed to have a shower. Regardless of whether the entire house realizes what occurred around evening time. So what it was Helen, not to disgrace your kids will grow up doing likewise. The Prophet. On occasion he had his mate brush his hair, etc. He played with their hair too. Such a large amount this sentiment and closeness that is depicted as far as we're concerned. It's really miserable how far we've become. The main sooner that the men really discuss, or a ton of them discuss is don't imagine as you don't know folks. He used to commend them, particularly with others. My significant other is tops. Simply that tops is sufficient. So Hannah regulation, a man thinks in some cases that will be viewed as little. At the point when he commends his significant other, say reality. You don't need to discuss the negatives behind the backs. She forfeits such a great amount for me, for the youngsters, however you know, we are powerless. Some of the time we don't have the foggiest idea how to respond it. Mela, make it simple for us. And afterward the benefits are only occasionally used to be content when they used to get their companions over. Amazing, this is an intense one, isn't that so? Spouse, her companions come over and what occurs, the prompts are rarely used to clear a path for them in fact. They used to be bashful with us. Your companions are coming. What's going on? How might your companions be here? Am I not here? Every so often? You want to have the companions over. Indeed, I really do concur on the off chance that they're there each day, the entire day, some controller. It will make somewhat of a debacle, yet we're discussing every so often, the benefits are rarely used to be content. Permit her to ensure that her companions also, however long they are sensible organization, once in a while decent organization. However, on the off chance that it's terrible organization evil, maybe you need to address the matter with deference, don't holler, don't shout. The benefits are the low rider he was selling. Whenever he used to see his spouses, the eyes that he used to look with used to make them become flushed some idea about the manner in which he used to check them out. I can simply envision. I can barely comprehend, on the grounds that clearly he was a far higher model. Envision a lady like becoming flushed and the interaction that I'm simply checking her out. I can't help thinking about what look that was. If it's not too much trouble, return home and attempt it. If it's not too much trouble, return home and attempt it. What's more, a few of us we've never made it happen. So when you look the initial time, she could say, quit seeing me like a fiend man. I lost a Hannah who I to Alexander's pardoning. He used to take care of his significant other with his own hand on occasion, get the muscle and said, I'm taking care of you. Then, at that point, at whatever point they needed something, he used to get it for them. He used to get it for them. Also, clearly they will not luxurious where they could not have possibly inquired. Isn't that so? You heard, I want the Mercedes, I really want this. I want another kitchen. I really want another washroom and latrine. I want everything new. You heard what the props are selling used to do. What's more, his better half used to say, he used to get it for them. That is not it. Not so terrible. Come on. However, those straightforward things, they lived in an extremely basic climate. The benefits are rarely used to help them. He used to get for them. He used to get for them what they used to need, do the tasks and the errands with us. A ton of the times the spouses are doing it without anyone else's help. Sometimes. I know you're working sometimes, I said, sit back and relax. I'll get the shopping list, man. Loads of Hannah Horton will help us. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumb up and share with your friend. Thank you for watching.